UCLA, a tremendous rivalry stoked once again here at the Galen Center, and away we go. Mara got a hand on it, and it's eventually to USC.
And they pride themselves, by the way. Right now, UCLA goes man-to-man. USC loves to get the opening tip, try and steal it. Little shuffle cut. Team really gets the ball side to side beautifully. Nice hands.
That's deflected into the backcourt, and a kick for it. Eventually, Eric Daly got to the rim.
Now you play UCLA, you've got to match his toughness. Full court pressure, Mick telling both of us, you're going to get after it to steal it, not to slow the pace down.
Nearly took it away from Cohen right there, and here is Desmond Claude, the transfer from Xavier. Away to Wesley
Nice
Yates,
pass.
a little high-low from the freshman down deep. Cohen ends up with it and misses, and Mara, who's been outstanding, clears the rebound.
Yates, one of those guys that's really stepped up his play of late, really helped this team find themselves.
Double figures in 7 straight for Yates as Dylan Andrews rocks the dribble all the way to the baseline.
A good passer, too, Mara. He loves the hook.
There it is, Mr. Short. Claude in transition. He is so good at getting to the foul line.
Absolutely. And getting to the lane as well. Great length. Can finish at the rim. Been working on that jumper, too. It looked effective today. Hasn't translated to the game.
There's a jumper for St. Thomas, and he splashes it down. The transfer from Loyola buries a three.
The way that St. Thomas shoots, he doesn't need any prayers.
You're not doubting him at all?
No. 20th of the year.
Pull up for Dylan Andrews. No dice. Rebound for Abo. Here is Thomas, who transferred from Northern Colorado via Loyola.
Step back. That's a peculiar release.
It certainly is for Yates.
Forward. Needs a little more space than a normal jump shooter.
Kobe Johnson rang it off the backboard as he was getting booed.
Nice
Thomas
pass.
down the lane, tried to drop it off, and Claude is open for a rare three for him. He knocks it down.
It looked good today. It's amazing. I think it's just a matter of confidence. That's his 10th of the year at 32% pointers. That compliment his dribble drive game.
As you were watching him in shoot around, what did you like about his?
The form, the stroke. Kept that hand lingering out there like Casey Jacobson would.
Yes, like
follow through.
Stanford's finest. There's a three for Dylan Andrews, his 20th of the year. And here's that pressure you're talking about.
But again, they're going to try and steal it. It's not just that little passive.
Sky Clark into the body of St. Thomas, who's dribbled this entire possession. There's the takeaway. Clark on the run out against Thomas for two.
How about that? Ragging him. A little change in the fly. Usually a half-court defensive team, UCLA.
They do turn you over 16-plus times a game, even just in that half-court defense.
And they do the 2-2-1. They've done that all year. A little hook game here, too.
There's
nice.
some help from Kobe Johnson, a tremendous defender, as USC fans know. And we'll get a whistle and a tie-up that'll go to UCLA.
And they weren't going to double. They might stump. They were going to stay at home on shooters. Quick deflection and get after it. See that Hampton of the weak side, the blind side. Pretty good effort.
Cohen with a full wrestling match there. He was trying hard to make sure to keep that alive.
Got to go in with two hands.
Mara met by Cohen. Both teams very engaged defensively early. Clark faked the three. Mara, as you said, great passer, and there's the cut from Clark.
And they do cut. They can dice you up. Good sprint, and what a find, but a big fella.
He was full pass mode right as he caught that ball, and Clark knew it.
Got a great feel. Got to get him involved in ball screens, I think. Get the drop coverage, get a nice little 15-foot jump shot.
Thomas gets it back over Mara. No good. UCLA, winners of 3 straight after a 4-game losing streak. Top 35 in the net, 33rd opening play today. A little step back from Andrews.
Oh,
that's cash.
He's a difference maker the way he's playing solid basketball. Terrific in the mid-range. Compliments with the deep thrust.
Claude driving kick, got it to the wing, and that's a 3 for Yates.
How about the find? That's one thing Claude can do beautifully.
How good was he last year for Xavier? End of the season, getting to the rim.
Painful for him to leave Xavier for Sean Miller. But he has stepped his game up. Great size for a point guard.
That's 5 straight makes for UCLA and Daly.
Hey, gets a nice look.
Not a whole lot of whistles so far.
No, I like this. Free and loose.
Gets you to the Santa Monica Pier at 9:30 tonight.
With a little lemonade, too. Mack is coming in now. There'll be some fouls called. The way he drives.
Yes. Sebastian Mack, a tremendous sophomore, averaging 10 off the bench. There's a takeaway. Mara leading the break. And it'll be a drive for Daly to get to the free throw line as we step aside.
He is explosive and strong, isn't he?
Tough kid. How about this?
Pretty good start. You like the no whistle? Ringing the bell. Send it in, big fella. The southpaw, stick it in. Intercity rivalry. The start for UCLA has been magnificent, though. With a little pin down, using the big guy, Mara, with a wonderful look on the duck to the baseline. On the other end, maybe a little more impatient, rushing, speeding themselves up. UCLA can do that to you, the way they're playing.
Well, they just force you to make so many decisions in a sped up manner, right? Like they're just always there to affect your timer. Daly at the foul line.
You can get disillusioned on occasion.
That never has happened to you.
I've heard that word. My whole life has been an illusion. See if Mack gets into the flow on the offensive end.
Yeah, Sebastian Mack in off the bench. The first bench player in the game is UCLA already has 8 points off 4 steals with this trap.
They haven't been giving up on it either. Trying to keep Claude. I would not let him touch the ball once he gives it up.
That's a pull-up for Abo. That won't fall.
And Abo's one of those guys can make some really tough shots. Good pull-up game as well.
Struggled a little bit last couple games. He's now 3 for his last 18, but a really good three-point shooter for the year at 37%.
They got him.
Ilo Mara, tough catch. He wrangles it down low and had it stripped. Claude came baseline.
Nice help.
St. Thomas barreling down the lane, and he'll find Cohen, and a foul called on the ground against Sky Clark. Mick Cronin, year number 6 at UCLA, sharp blue suit, and I mean, he has been so tough as an out in the NCAA tournament, right? They get to the national semifinal a couple of years ago, Sweet 16 twice under him as well.
Unbelievable run. Trying to get his team back there this year.
After missing the tournament last year, that corner 3 is down.
Again, the ability to make those shots. He's got a pull-up game as noted. Well-rounded, good offensive rebounder.
Abo makes it a 4-point game. Mara lost it, then has to ward off AG.
AG's done a great job with the physicality here on Mara. Look at him just bulldozing his way, denying.
Forcing Daly to drive on Claude. There's a turnaround. That fall, that was pretty.
How great is that ISO? Creative, good footwork.
USC, by the way, 12 points on 4 threes from 4 different players so far. It's not usually a great three-point shooting team as a group.
Pretty good defense. They shuffle cut, never even using a flex cut on the baseline. Again, a nice look, dragging the big away.
AG misses the 3, and that goes off the underside of the basket. AG had a great game at Nebraska, 4 for 6 from 3. Big miss there, and Eric Musselman was telling us earlier today he's trying to get AG to take more threes. That one was wild. But we saw at Arkansas the level of defense Musselman can get out of his guys. Mara stuffs it down, and they say offensive foul. Wow. Mick Cronin on the sideline says what? They're going to wave off the goal.
We're not used to seeing charges anymore.
No.
At all. Once you plant that foot and elevate.
They're calling it on Sky Clark here on the drive and then running into the defender under the basket. So that's 2 on Sky Clark. That's the help by AG.
Yeah, I hate to say it was the right call, though.
It looked like it. Yep.
He was outside the straining area. Got to keep this guy in front of you.
Kyle in off the bench. There's another 3 for USC. It's Yates.
But don't you love this kid's game? Great at going to the rim with a body search as well. Can make that deep shot. He's got some juice for this team.
Didn't play last year at Washington with a foot injury. He's been great recently, as you said. Daly lost it off of USC.
Daly has really been effective on the offensive end. Not a lot of great ISO players on UCLA. They got to get their rhythm, their screening, their cutting.
Lazar Stefanovic checks in with Kobe Johnson going out. He's even booed when he leaves the game. When's the last time you got booed when you left the arena?
Well, I get booed when I get home. It's a little different than a guy who can score. I can give you assists. Stefanovic, usually a deep 3 threat, little middle game.
Offense is starting to settle in here.
Good ball movement here. Swing the D a little bit. Little overhelp, costing a good look.
AG 2 air balls now. And Eric Musselman walks the bench with his hands on his head.
Here's the guy that can be a threat off the bounce. He's jammed up on him.
UCLA has 7 straight made field goals right now. They've been cooking.
Nice kick.
Daly rimmed it out. Free-flowing game so far. Downstairs, AG. That's his range.
That's his game. Talk about physicality. Saw him at this end of the floor doing a good job on Mara. Big, strong, tough guy at a Bowling Green.
By way of Casper College in Wyoming.
He can offensive rebound, too. He gets a little over 1 a game.
Big body down there.
They got the post up they want.
Andrews roaming.
5 left.
Daly's got to go, and we get a whistle and a push in the post against USC.
A nice middle ball screen. Big time. Jam at the rim. Send it in, big fella. Tough coverage.
Thursday, February 6th, kick off Super Bowl 59 weekend with NFL Honors, presented by Invisalign, hosted by the one and only Snoop Dogg. Find out who will bring home the NFL's most coveted awards.
There's no act too small to make a difference in people's lives.
Early, makes 17 attempts of just amazing. Good open looks, sets up dives and cuts. And this is the guy, if he makes the trade, Claude, he is going to be a big-time NBA player down the road. Can do all the other things. He's got a pretty good partner ringing a bell on the side, Yates.
Typically, USC gets less than a quarter of its points from threes. That's 333rd in the country in points off of threes. Tonight, they have 15 out of 17 points from three. Can it last?
Are you trying to make me feel better?
Nobody can do that. You have the life. Playing
very small in each other. We had a nice cut and a look by Andrews.
Kyle finishes. A big game against Iowa a couple games ago, Kyle did.
I think he's one of the most important guys on this team. They need his game. We know he can ring the bell mid-range. Nice little double here and a good read.
And we get it out of bounds. It's UCLA basketball.
What a great read for the trap, though. See it, take the opportunity, seal that baseline, and come from the blind side. Very effective.
That's got to be off tape, right? When he saw him go baseline.
Yeah, as soon as he turned his head. That's talent.
Trent Perry is checked in the game. The freshman out of Harvard-Westlake for UCLA.
Got to be a nice player. Little curl. You know he's a three-point shooter.
Andrews with 4 to shoot. Step back, Andrews just missed it.
Nice
Rebound will go to USC, gonna tie up.
And that's the similarity. AG did not give him a clean look. Great challenge. Both teams have that type of impact on the defensive end.
AG's a long guy, by the way. As Clark Slackert has checked in. He's got 22 points all season.
2 for 13 from threes.
Comfortable position for you working with at least one slacker tonight.
There's more than one in the house, I guess, huh? Good ball movement.
USC bench just said Clark's open.
We got to catch it.
Off of Abo.
What a great look, though, by Thomas. Again, both teams wide open middle. You can see a lot of cutting, dribble drive. Going to get a lot of nice looks.
Now Mara comes back in. Does that clog the middle on the defensive end a little more? Yeah.
But he can step out and use that ball screen. They can still get some dribble drives on the baseline.
Andrews to Mara. And he can't score right on the doorstep. It's USC ball.
They took his legs away.
St. Thomas blitzing down the lane and a foul against UCLA. USC does a great job typically of getting to the free throw line.
Well, they really attacked too. I think it was Johnson that tried to pick up the charge and stay vertical. Oh, they have an aggressive nature off the dribble and the bodies to match it.
Yeah, St. Thomas. Talking to Eric Musselman, he said, look, when he figured out what he was for us, he's turned into a really strong player. Double figures, 8 of 10 for him now.
A pretty good run of late. He's one of those guys that can rebound and push it as well.
Abo coming right back in after subbing out. Come in for Claude for maybe a minute till the media timeout. Steal a minute and a half, maybe.
Yates will move to the point, I would assume.
UCLA lost 4 straight in early January. They've won 3 in a row and really settled their season down.
Nice pass.
Johnson the find and Mara the stuff.
How about that to the baseline? Paul, beautiful look.
How about UCLA playing well without Tyler Bilodeau, who's usually a fixer in so many ways for them. That is a tough drive to the rim for 2 for Yates.
And that's the thing they can do. Hang in the air, body search, finish the deal.
8 for Yates very early in this game. Andrews off the spin, no.
Good look.
St. Thomas with the head up on the dribble. Slackert was open, didn't get it. Thomas bowling into the lane, he scores.
Pretty aggressive.
He wasn't going to be stopped.
You gotta have good individual man-to-man defense. Gotta contain.
In a game with just 5 total personal fouls so far. A clean game. It's a 1-point game.
Great footwork.
Daly can't get away from Abo, who reaches in, gets a hand on it. It's Kobe Johnson, the former Trojan. Oh, he's going to love that. Oh, he gave him the shush on the way down the floor.
It's a little early to be shushing. Goodness. The crossover to set that up was magnificent.
You got to believe he wants to be involved in a key moment of this game tonight.
You got to save your shush until late.
I'll be ready for it.
Automatic switch here. Down to 5.
Yates lets it rip. Missed it. Rebound for Andrews. Looked like he might have gotten hit, actually, on that shot with the awkward delivery. You got to be ready for that as a defender, the way that ball comes out.
Oh, not a... Just catch it, get your balance, and go up strong. Well, he's back at home, so to speak. Probably went to the wrong dorm instead of the hotel. A crossover at nylon. Kobe, light it up. Say goodnight.
UCLA by a couple here, and what a pass into Mara.
It's unbelievable. Mick was saying he's not even 19 yet. Could you imagine that? You have socks older than that, I think. But the ability to post pass, get the proper angle, little dribble drive, ball reversal, and this is just great. Maybe even one bounce further towards the baseline, but those long arms can snatch him. I think he's a big-time present come down the stretch if they're going to make the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
He could be a tough out.
And I tell you what, the confidence has grown in such a big way, even in the last month. 22 against Wisconsin, 12 in 30 minutes. Last time out at Washington.
It was
Kobe Johnson turns it over. This is basically the Kobe Johnson Bowl. When he scored, the UCLA fans in the upper deck were chanting his name. Now everybody's jeering him in Trojan colors.
It's got to be tough, though, emotionally. The time spent here. Again, nice corralling of the drive, extra look.
And the three won't fall. Offensive rebound for Abo. On the reload, Slackert misses, and Johnson the rebound. You know it's Kobe Johnson with the basketball because the booing is raining down on him. That's what happened last year to Bronny James in a USC jersey against Arizona in the Kale Center.
A tough shot there under duress.
Slackard met by the long arm of the law there. Abo into Perry, double came, and he threw it low. Rescued on the end line.
Oh my goodness.
And somehow it ends up with Slackard.
It's almost like saving it out of bounds and giving them an opportunity. Just sit on it.
Yeah, throwing it under your own basket is never a great idea.
It doesn't help. Nearly got away with
Slackard went down. So Perry springs into a three, and he got fouled. Slackard, as he tried to get back in the play, commits a foul and 3 shots.
Run out, not under control. Just put your hand up. Struggling from that distance at any rate, but this is a nice step-in 3, and gotta let him land.
Here's the stage he's talking about.
This is tough. Better to just go out of bounds and get your defense set. Tough way to get an assist.
You take it if you can convince the scorer's table to give it to you.
Exactly.
First free throw good for Perry. He's an 81% foul shooter. Out of Harvard Westlake High School, which has provided some great pitchers to Major League Baseball. Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, Jack Flaherty, Sally Ride, the astronaut, the Bergens, some greats, luminaries.
Have you covered a lot of those guys?
Not Sally Ride,
yeah.
no. I wasn't on the astronaut beat. But yes, the baseball players. 3 for 3 for Perry.
There's that little trap going back to it. Being a little more aggressive, but giving open looks.
And that won't go in the corner for Abo. You know, USC is not a grand three-point shooting team. They hit a bunch of them early, and they've gone cold now over their last 4.
This is the guy that's got to get going. Matt, get in the lane and be tough.
Like that.
He's so good. Penetrating, finishing the deal.
5 quick ones in a row for UCLA to quiet the Galen Center. Mara came out. He's going to have to run back to the rim. He does recover. Abo didn't take the 3. Thomas will knock it down.
Some pretty good closeouts, but the ability of number 0 to convert with regularity, pretty impressive.
A young man who went back home after transferring from Loyola, had some real difficulty, reevaluated life, transferred to Northern Colorado, and what a great story of reclamation of the love of basketball for him.
He's a talented kid. Plays bigger than his size. He's a little slow. How about that penetration? You don't finish.
That's a very late whistle.
Sure was. Right in front of us, too. Not a happy guy. Trip.
Yeah.
Trip. Ended up in Indiana with a win. right at the buzzer. Nice.
Sebastian Mack for the free throw. He's out of Big Ten country in Chicago. Went to Coronado High School in Nevada from Chicago. Yeah, it's not easy to win on the road twice like Maryland did this past week in the Big Ten.
It's about 4 free throws a game.
Would you say Sebastian Mack has Cheetos colored shoes? Would you buy that?
Yeah, I would buy anything. I don't know if I'd wear them, but I buy the comment.
Yeah.
They know you're arriving at home.
That's right. Good running shoes.
They're lifting the big. Didn't get it quick enough. Using the screen. Yeah, nice.
Here's Claude on the dive. Got the kick to Slacker. They close out on him. He steps back over Stefanovic and sticks it. Woo!
How about that? Good footwork, collected, and drilled.
Until the Nebraska game, he had made 1 field goal this calendar year, Slacker.
They got him moving defensively. That's how he ended up free. Pretty aggressive kid here.
Right there with Stefanovic. 4 to shoot. It's a 3 for Mack. It's good.
And that, as you know, is not his game with regularity, though. He can knock a few down. That's his 12th for the year.
The Pac-12 all-freshman team, his first year. Mack, tough customer. Claude against Kobe Johnson. He pulled the chair out on him, and did they get the timeout? Yes, they do. Timeout, UCLA. Perry went to the ground, tried to call the timeout, and got it.
Rick Mahorn's in the house with the pulling the chair.
30 seconds.
Pretty good play here, trying to contain. Step back by Johnson. He's pretty good in the lane, too. Claude. Slacker, the only guy in the country with a football mustache that can make threes. He's got 11 on each side. There it is.
Looks like a relief pitcher, doesn't he?
He does. Or a Western movie star.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. All they need is for him to walk out through swinging saloon doors.
Well, you know, Muss plays him, so you know in practice he has proven it, even though the numbers don't reflect it. So they've been hoping and bringing him along nicely. Able to convert.
Eric Musselman, by the way, during that timeout spent at least 30 seconds talking to the official Mike Reed in front of us, and they've gotten into it a couple of times already tonight as UCLA is still huddling. There's Muss. Some of those Arkansas teams, I mean, played well over what people expected when he was there.
He is a both of these guys, very demanding. The expectations that they have of their team and individuals is extraordinary.
UCLA by 5, 13 out of 20 so far, and that is a turnover whistled out of bounds.
That tough catch, but a good idea.
Keith Kimball is at the scorer's table. He said jump ball for a second. And Randy Richardson started to run over. I believe they're correcting that.
He said my mistake.
Yep.
Humility.
Yeah.
Something that escaped both of us.
I'm glad you included yourself in that.
I didn't want to ruin the rest of the second half here.
Moving down to 2 minutes left in this first half. UCLA by 5. AG hanging in the air.
Well, he can mix his game up, can he? Big, strong, tough kid.
You know, for positionless basketball, he's an interesting customer.
They have a number of guys that size and girth. Tough catch.
Screen from Kyle.
The third of eight. He's playing center basically right here.
Yes, he is, with Bilodeau out, and Stefanovic fills it up.
Has a couple of inches.
If you're a Bruin fan and you're up 5 without Tyler Bilodeau tonight, you take it.
Absolutely. I guess today, as you see Claude get nicked, Mick was convinced. He just doesn't want to hurt him, you know, with so many important games coming down the road.
I mean, you look at the ankle injury. This was gruesome on Friday.
Oh. When I saw that the first time, anybody who's played the game that's happened to, it's excruciating.
And you can't believe even what he was doing in pregame warm-ups after watching.
I was shocked today and this evening.
That's 2 on Kobe Johnson, by the way, his second personal foul. He's got 2. The rest of the team has 2.
Look at this rotation. What a trap.
Mack was right there on the help to deny the pass. Here's Claude. Missed it for 3, and UCLA will live with that. It's crowbarred away, picked up by AG. 2 and a foul. That was all effort for AG.
How about the competition, the involvement there by the big guy? Post up strong, finds a lip, and he's got the ability to get to the free throw line as well. Look at this pursuit. That looks like the rebounding drill of today.
It did, right? So they have a device, and we've seen them before as sort of like plastic covers, but they had an orange device that they put into the basket to make sure nobody made a shot. Part of the rebounding drill.
And it's a collective sigh for players when they see that being brought out on the floor.
Yeah.
It's not Gatorade.
It just means you got to be tough.
That's got it right. Mix it up. War drills. A lot of coaches. Some used to call them war drills.
AG for the three-point play. He misses. Minute to go. First half. Entertaining first half so far.
Pretty much as expected, though. No one's going to run away from one another.
Mara reestablishes Andrews. Mara, how did he get it there?
How about that, the roll guy? Everybody's staying and hugging the corners. Nice look on the roll. Andrews with a terrific feed. Well, he went out too early.
AG fouled.
How about this little bit of a roll? Nobody stays with the roller. Everybody's concerned about that 3 in the corner. Pretty play. Never came down. Solid. He can touch that rim without jumping.
Yeah. That is a shooting foul, so 2 shots for AG. Just the 6th foul against UCLA, but they'll give the 2 free throws for AG, who's missed 4 all year coming in. That one's good.
Mara really does as coached, but he shows so big. The recovery is just not there. And people inside have to be a little more alert.
Sebastian Mack took the microphone after the game on Friday at Washington in the post-game press conference and said, I just want to say, this guy, Adai Mara, has been working nonstop to be ready when we need him. And when you have the respect of your teammates like that, you've really won.
Absolutely. Very pleasant young guy. Watching him, his interchanges with his teammates and staff.
USC has 2 fouls to give, by the way. Will they give them is the question, or will they play it straight up? Andrews, Mara goes down. Andrews on the drive, and he's fouled in the air with 2.3. Kind of surprised they didn't give a foul. Mara's hurt.
He got hurt on the pin down on the outside. That is a good point, though, when you've got the 2 to give.
Might as well kind of gum it up, right?
Mm-hmm. Make it a little bit tougher. Here's where he got hurt on that takedown. And he's looking for the roll guy, and real smart play going to the rim, too. Wow. A phantom call, really. I didn't see a touch.
I didn't either. Patton called for the foul as the free throw is good for Andrews. Now, UCLA does not have a foul to give, so you can't foul with 2.3. They'll just let them play it.
Mara going out of the game. The 2 centers now disabled.
Bilodeau out with that ankle injury from Friday. It's a 5-point game. Here is Slackert, who nearly traveled. He does get it off, and he just missed.
Pretty good speed and effort.
Good look, too.
Yeah.
UCLA shot 68% for the first half to lead over US. Good point. Sky Clark 2 fouls. He only played a grand total of about 8 minutes in the first half, and 2 fouls as well from Kobe Johnson, and that feed leads to a foul against Abo, and that's his 3rd.
And there was great preparation defensively, too. As Mara rolled, they stepped in. They really were not a great look either by Clark. But he can run the offense a little bit. Takes a little stress off of Andrews.
That hits the top of the backboard in the shot clock, and it will be USC basketball. So what do you want to see more of from USC? Only 3 from Claude in the first half?
I would like to see going to the rim just a little bit more. They're playing with an empty middle.
Like that, Claude a little out of control, and they're going to get a foul against UCLA on Dylan Andrews.
He is very tough to contain on that dribble drive. I think he's going to open up some decent shots on the wing as well. And you know what that length, he finishes. And they lift Mara, so he's not there to negate opportunities.
Keith Kimball just had some words with Eric Musselman as well. It's been an ongoing debate between Musselman and the officiating crew. St. Thomas rims it out. Mara, another rebound for UCLA.
And not a good cover whatsoever on the hit the corner and follow from the out of bounds.
Again, UCLA playing without Tyler Bilodeau. He is out tonight with the ankle injury against Washington on Friday. Here's Daly finding his shot.
And just lazy defense on the duck in. Great job with that broad shoulder. And then going to that dominant hand as well.
Transfer from Oklahoma State has 10. He came out to shoot hot for UCLA early in this game.
You don't want to go too deep with Mara in there. Tough shot.
Thomas went glass, rebound Daly.
Had a good look.
And very quickly, AG comes to the scorer's table, Slackard as well. Quick substitutions for USC on the way.
Cohen's got to be careful. He's banging here, being physical with Mara.
Now he goes to Show. Johnson sends it across for Clark. They didn't get a shot out of that.
Mara was wide open. It's too late.
Working so hard, yeah. Abo. No. Rebound went right through Cohen's hands.
No fast breaks, by the way.
No.
Both teams, great balance. Empty side with a roll.
Andrews, they went under. He missed it.
Look at this.
Johnson clears the rebound, the former Trojan.
What do you need, coach? That's the kind of guy he is. All the little things. Full court pressure again, and they get a turnover.
This should be
a deflection. They got the hand in there.
By the way, that was the first UCLA offensive rebound that Kobe Johnson just came up with.
That tells you about checking out, too. But he is clever. He anticipates well. Really good read. Nobody stuck him on that dive to the rim.
Chant of Kobe Johnson is flying down from the rafters here in the UCLA contingent behind us. That's a tough catch in the corner for Thomas. Mara.
That's got to be a jump ball. It's got to be a jump ball, though. Thought they both came down, but nice presence.
What an eraser he can be down low, Mara.
Absolutely. And Nick was lamenting today when he's free on the box, we don't get it to him.
Now he's got it well out above the rim.
Oh, that's
tough catch. Somehow he reels it in.
How about that? He used the left to finish. Pretty soft hands by the big fella.
It was like his hands were a fishing line. He just kind of reeled the puppy in and it bit.
He covers the baseline when he extends his arms. Young guy learning the game, as you noted. Great work habits, and right here, that's why I thought it would have been a jump ball, but 2 consecutive blocks by the big guy. You like this hand coordination? High hand, use that left, big fella. Little kiss.
Both, even in a landlocked city. This offensive resurgence for UCLA has been impressive. The last 3 wins, including an 85-83 victory over Wisconsin. Big number.
Absolutely. And, you know, the one offensive rebound you mentioned by Johnson, they get 11 offensive rebounds a game. struggling in that particular area. Good cover here.
Was a big three attempt, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound try, wouldn't fall for Yates, who's been quiet in the second half.
Tough. Daly just pursues it.
USC hasn't scored at a halftime yet.
They've had a problem with the ball screen and the ducket. He's
Clark
got him
really
now.
walked.
See, now he's free and he doesn't get it.
Mara you're talking about.
Yeah.
Instead, it's a miss from the corner for Andrews. Here's Abo with 3 fouls. Got to play right now.
Nice extra pass here.
Yates buries it.
Nice look by Claude as well. Might get them healthy a little bit.
They were 0 for 7.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, Yates is amazing.
Yeah.
Any open look, he converts.
Andrews step through for 2.
And Mara up on the foul line. No deterrent at the rim.
Yates feeling it right now. That's well short, and it's punched out of bounds to the Bruins.
That's a tough three off the dribble like that. Huh? You just made a nice open moment of look.
USC looking for answers right now, trailing by 10.
Saturday on Fox.
Get healthy. Plenty of games left. A little run and jump here.
The blitz, Andrews.
Nice catch.
Clark bluffs the shot, step inside. He left it short. Mara tried to clean it up, and he got rejected by the rim. That time he scores. 3rd time's a charm, 2 and a foul. Bilodeau loves it.
I love the effort, though. He's not jumping over the Saturday night edition of the Daily News, but with a little tippy toe follow, just a little excitement. All these kids apparently love this guy. Is Bilodeau happy for him? When you're in the trenches working every day, you can appreciate it.
Mick Cronin has been very tough on a Adai Mara. It's been difficult at points to get playing time for a Adai Mara. But when you talk about coaching and development, this is exactly the response you want to see if you're Mick Cronin, as that's a big hit on Abo by Kobe Johnson, and that's his 3rd foul.
Yeah. Good hustle play. The other thing about Mara, too, he's not used to playing a lot of minutes. So this is going to enhance his play as the season progresses. Johnson comes out now. You got Mara there. You don't have to do that. Just stay at home.
Get a yellow card for that.
Look how hard it is to get it in. But Mara,
Ooh, it's a turnover off of Claude.
Almost a finger breaker. Short distance with some heat on it.
No, that's a Yamamoto fastball on the inside corner. 40-degree weather.
Just a little outside.
Mara.
Pretty good catch.
Allen's catch. He went up with one hand and didn't get the foul call.
He may have gotten fouled. Really not running their sets. All perimeter passing. No screens.
Thomas against Mara. Mara affected that in a big way. Claude for 3. It's good.
Good for him. That's the one area of growth. It's got to continue.
He was enormous for them in that win against Illinois. 31 points. Can he bring him back tonight? Sky Clark, local product from here in LA, is fouled by AG.
A little show. And how about the ability to make 3? But once you get a touch in the lane, he can collapse the D, get the puppies organized, and drill it. And AG with a little nickel dimer at the other end on his big show.
Really big show.
A little stagger on one side, see if they get an open look for Stefanovic.
Mara stuck it to his belly.
I thought he carried it too.
Looked like he might have. He's trying for a shot, and he buries it.
How about that? Goodness. Pace, presence, and some confidence. Only going to get better. Little slip and a nice show in the back by Mack. AG's got to get him out of there.
St. Thomas with Mara on his hip.
What a factor.
He's playing his tail off.
He's a difference maker for this team.
UCLA winners of 3 straight. Mack, no.
That was a total overload. 4 on one side, also for number 12.
Abo needed it. Rebound tipped by AG to himself. He nearly walked it.
He may have. Nice challenge, the Mara effect. He is tired out there too, right now.
Adai Mara has already played 23 minutes on an average of 11 this year. Stefanovic, front iron, returning Mack, and a foul called against USC.
He's coming alive, this kid. I've been looking for him because you watch him in practice and you make that 15-footer, but look at the footwork, the poise, turn around. We know what he can do on this end of the floor here. Nothing coming easy. Doesn't give up on a play. With that stretch, impossible. You can body search, I don't know, with that length. You can block some shots.
A lot of international basketball and getting acclimated now to the college game here in the Big Ten, where having a big is so important, and we get a foul called against USC.
Slacker.
That's on Clark Slacker. Bill's not calling me a slacker, to be clear, although he may be thinking.
They may be thinking it. They run this play all the time.
And they'll get it down low for Kyle, who's fouled.
And the play is designed for a corner jumper or a slip. So well executed. Kyle, 3, gets to that rim. Here comes the slip.
We might have a technical foul very soon. Mike Reed, the official, came over to Eric Musselman and said, throw the arms again, you get a T. Reed just walked away from him. That wasn't an effort to get camera time for Bill's pink tie, which is very nice.
I must say that between the two coaches,
now Reed just turned to him and said, my bad.
Nick is like an altar boy tonight.
Tonight, yes. This is Act 4 or so of the Musselman versus Reed story. 2 free throws for Kyle.
Are we running out of acts?
We are. To grind.
Now you can dribble, drive, and get to the rim. You don't have the deterrent.
And you might as well take advantage while Mara's out, right?
Where they string out.
There's AG, met by Perry, and he gets redirected and fouled.
A good hustle, though, by Kyle. He showed big, sprinted to the box. Just couldn't get back there to cover. Pretty good reaction here defensively. Just a little late. Murray sleeping on that wing.
Slacker couldn't get it in at first, and then he did thread it through for AG.
Nice little flip, too, by AG. Same thing as early, the run and jump.
Perry all the way down the back door.
Got to attack.
Mack. And it will stay with UCLA.
A perfect spot to trap. I think he's going to rest Mara until after the TV timeout.
Seems like it, right? Eight to shoot for Andrews against Claude. They'll run at him out of the double. Perry into the lane. It's Clark. It's no good.
Pretty good set, though. Got a great look.
Claude wants Stefanovic. He gets denied. Resets himself and spins it out. That was nasty.
And a great job by AG. But sealing off defenders to let him get to the rim.
Start your weekend with a slam on Fox College Hoops Friday. Big-time rivalries every Friday, all season long. To the bucket. College Hoops Friday. Tips off at 8.
See in this league, though.
No. No, and every team has figured it out at one point or another, including Purdue, who lost to Ohio State.
Nothing shocks you, though.
No.
And you just got to shake it off quickly. Whether it's a win or a loss, don't put your head down.
There's Kobe Johnson, who spent years here at USC playing 91 games, 57 starts in 3 years, and he is watching as his counterparts miss at the foul line with Desmond Claude. But Kobe Johnson, very competitive young man, 91 games for them.
And the crowd really appreciated it, too. Those 91 games.
Yeah, big.
With the treatment.
Short memory.
What did you do for me lately? They've handled this run and jump, pretty well. Almost a zone in the back.
There's one Slackard who tries to scramble back. They get a corner jump shot that rattles out for Perry, and the rebound for Clark.
What a hustle. Another look. I love this.
Perry, the reload, he missed it. A weak side rebound for Clark again.
I don't mind. Listen, he missed it, no question, but I love the confidence to take it again.
Andrews, short corner for 2.
Oh, what creativity off the dribble. Fade at the end.
He's their leading scorer last year, 13 points a game, down to 7 this year, but he's the facilitator now. Slackard met by Perry. Nothing at all halfway through the shot clock. Claude, no. Oh, a juggle by Yates, who was going to think about the 3, I think.
He's been quiet, too, of late. He's got to go.
He'll try on the step back. It's good.
He is so tough because he can beat you with the bounce with some strength, too.
He's a state title winner twice in the state of Texas, Beaumont, Texas. Perry's open again, trying again, and this one falls.
And then go throws a kiss, sort of looking for trouble.
Kobe Johnson, very happy with himself. 10-point lead for UCLA. And a steal. Dylan Andrews.
Still a lot of time and more on that bench. Nice cut.
Perry got jostled to wave it off. That's no good. It's a foul on the floor.
That's the right call. But again, nobody to have a convention in that 3-second lane. And how about this? This is the part at the end. Not attractive. Officials have been looking for that. Post in the Big Ten. Don't be looking at the bench. Don't create some problems or havoc. Pretty good basketball family though, huh? With his brother.
Yes, indeed. Free throw for Perry is good.
Big time recruit.
Oh, Kobe Johnson still having a moment with his former teammates at the lane line there. Gave him the Jordan tongue.
He's not giving it up, is he?
The shot clock, I believe, didn't reset. Let's see.
Right. Looking forward to seeing Curry grow.
Yeah.
He's going to be really a nice player. Got that runner game, good defense, makes plays. Getting the blow right now.
Lead is 12 for UCLA, tying the Bruins' largest lead tonight. Downstairs, AD.
Just couldn't get in front on that help side defense. They're showing so far out the floor. I think you've got to give ground and get back quicker. Not a good one here. It's Little nickel-dimer.
It's on Yates. That's his second, and a 1-and-1 on the 8th foul.
He gets keen, doesn't he?
Yes.
He does not conceal his feelings.
Shooting 1-and-1.
Clark, 1-and-1. Missed it. And the rebound out of bounds to USC.
Just came up with a missile play by Daly. This is a quick front line for UCLA right now. They should be able to guard the ball screen and cover.
A double team Slackert, force him to give it up. Abo. Clark called for his 3rd foul.
Almost got the wrong hand in there. Had the left with a denial, he may have slapped it away. Pretty good recovery all around. Now, just reach in there, you go with that top side. You may have gotten a piece of it. Wide open.
Slackert
Nice.
met by Daly and out of bounds. Now here comes Adai Mara, who's been out the last 3.5 minutes or so.
I think you're right. It was the minutes, the fatigue more than anything.
He went out officially at 12:46. UCLA was up 9, so they've actually gone +1 since he left.
Would you rather him on the floor for UCLA?
Yes, right?
Absolutely.
Kobe Johnson just hit the 3 from the corner.
As the year progresses, I think they're going to post him deep and give him some touches.
Lean in for Mack. He missed it wildly. Wanted to foul. Didn't get the contact. AG trailing to drive.
Nice patience, too, on the dish by Thomas. They got to string some stops together.
Chance of defense goes up. Kobe Johnson wants it in his hand.
Nice pass.
Wrap around to Mara, and he'll go to the line. The foul on AG.
Boy, that's experience. A lot of guys would have panicked. Johnson, sound. Nice looking dish to the big fella.
What causes a curve down there?
Is it Peyronie's disease?
Is there somebody?
My young friend, the ability to block shots, a doubleheader on this particular trip. And I just love the roll and gather, the patience, the ability to finish it. How about this? Turnaround, Jay. A little shake before he knocks that 10-footer down. Big upside. Just a baby in the basketball world.
Not 20 years old. I mean, Adai Mara, you see him filling up the box score. To have conditioning go so far north this quickly, to play those kind of minutes and be pressed into that duty is impressive as he misses the free throw.
And he does get banged around, too.
Yeah.
Physicality of USC. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 blocks. Not bad.
He missed that one. Rim spatted out. It's a chance for USC here.
Yates has been quiet. He's got to be busy.
Mara, the defense. Thomas, 2 and a foul.
And that's what happens when you drive. You get 2 people assisting. You can sneak in, get an offensive rebound. Heady play by both. Yates with the bounce. Right here, this is that strength he has, too. He get his shoulder by people. Just being in the right spot and effective. St. Thomas.
And with that foul, that's 4 on Kobe Johnson. The former Trojan who just hit the 3 a couple of minutes ago has to come off. We'll see when he re-enters, but UCLA loses a very game defender when he comes out. Free throw good. 7-0 run for USC.
See if they can get Mac going at this end.
Andrews double tie-up. USC ball.
Well, they've been doing that and not getting much out of it. At that time, Mac was down in the corner. Nobody really assisted. It was number 2, Andrews, is the guy that looks like he's making mistakes, but you got to present yourself, get free, and he's got to keep the dribble alive and fan and turn the corner a little bit.
Claude, nice dumping it for A.J. Mara out of nowhere, but they get a foul before Mara came in.
Now that's the communication. If you know Mara's there, you definitely do not want to foul. That slip, and you can see in the back, Mac not really paying attention until the last possible second.
And now a USC team that's usually great at getting to the free throw line gets 2 shots for A.G. Missed it. Sean Agee on an average of 6 points a game. He lit it up at Nebraska in their last game Wednesday. A season high 16 tonight.
Good rebounding job against Nebraska as well. Good free throw shooter at 83.
This is the closest the Trojans have been this half.
I'm surprised they didn't run and jump again.
They'll let Mac work. He'll take the 3 and miss it. Rebound Mara off the tip from Abo.
How about that? Didn't squeeze it. Big fella. Big time at the rim.
What a turn of events that is. Claude leaning in. He scores somehow.
Great thing about him is that length, the ability to attack and hang.
Dylan Andrews.
Nice
Mara
pass.
over the shoulder, and a foul call. Daly goes bowling down to the floor.
You know he can block shots, but he sneaks up with his ability to see people and make plays. That's why he's got to get more touches, I think, in there, because he can do his own damage. And if you're a player, you learn how to cut your guy peaks. You can be very destructive.
And destructive to USC there. That's the 4th on Abo. So Daly, 74% foul shooter. First one is too strong. This is slipping out of UCLA's fingers right now.
Yeah, got to make your free throws. Stretch the lead. It is fatigue. Mara back out.
It's a lot of minutes for him.
They may handle the ball screen a little better, though, with this size group.
Daly got that one. Claude trying to go left. Clark stays with him. Claude got caught midair. Abo with 4 fouls. Didn't take the 3.
Yates hasn't had a touch on this trip. On the other side, wide open.
Thomas trying to peel off into the lane.
This is his game, though.
He got it weak side. There is the drive. And score for Yates.
Good things happen when that kid touches it.
Suddenly a 1-possession game.
Got to be in the attack mode.
Daly kept control and scores.
Goodness, you know he's coming back to that hand. Can't give up on the play. Pretty good effort.
Regent slowed him down and he regathered.
Nice slip. Whoa.
Agee, and that's a foul they did not need. 2 and 1.
A lot of guys out there that are used to covering that ball screen. Bilodeau injured, not playing. And Mara This is a group of forwards that really unaccustomed to handle that ball screen. Big time slip. A.G. Rashawn with the damage.
Third foul on Kyle. Kobe Johnson is back into the game with 4 fouls, the former USC Trojan. They need it defensively.
They do. The nitty-gritty plays, too. There's a toughness about that kid. Short.
Very short. AG got a hand on it. It's down on the ground and into the hands of Kobe Johnson.
Clark's been quiet, too.
No points, second half for Sky Clark.
You know he could do some damage.
Mack for Johnson in the corner. Kobe Johnson sizing up his former team. Mack thought about the 3. And scores!
How about that? Taking the hit and still ringing a bell. Playing so much better down the stretch of the season here.
That is just a rough and tumble play right there. Team full of transfers. USC with Claude from Xavier into the corner. That's Abo. It's good.
They got him caught in a mix-up there. A little bit of a zone look. Pretty good find.
USC's only led for about a minute in this game.
And they have saved that. There they can run and jump now. They'll leave an open look.
Daly sticks it.
Wow, it was a late one and now communicating properly.
Back to 5. Claude on the prowl. Daly the reach in. Claude hanging to score. They're going to wave off the basket and say it's on the floor.
Bus has got to be careful now.
Wow, Mike Reed with the call, and he is livid. Keith Kimball talking it over with Reed.
I don't know how you change this call.
The 3 officials are going to talk it over in a huddle. We're going to step aside. They waved it off. Reed waved it off. The officials are talking about it. Oh boy.
I don't know how you can change a call though.
No,
Right?
yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, whether it's right or wrong. Let's see if he gathers and stops. There's the 2-foot stop. I'll tell you what, that's definitely a continuation.
So far is very unhappy for the USC fans on the foul that was just called against Sky Clark. And as you watch it, if the foul was against an earlier defender, you could see how this wouldn't be continuation. But it's on Clark, 55.
Right, and the little dig there was not the fouler. This is right here. This is just, you know, an opportunity for a big 3-point play. Should be 73-70. Now he's got to make both.
Yeah, it's a fine call if the foul is on 24 Kyle. The fact that it was on Sky Clark makes it a really poor call. And so Claude at the free throw line knocks down the first.
76%. Muss was pretty good over that, by the way. He got right back in the huddle.
I think he's had enough of a night in the adventure with the officials. Claude misses the back end of it, and we'll get a tie-up. It's going to go to UCLA, but that affords USC the possession area.
So instead of 3, it's 1.
Yeah.
Right, points.
Again, as you watch the replay, you could argue there was a foul beforehand, but Clark was called for the foul, and that's an easy 2-and-1.
Yeah, the running jump, they had gotten away from it. A little saving maybe for later.
Spring it on him.
Nice hands.
Daly runs it down. Kobe Johnson in for Mark. He'll keep it, he'll spin, and it's deflected out of bounds by AG. 3 to shoot.
Good look. Dangerous pass. Watch the lob. They actually do a lot for Johnson once in a while.
Daly, shot fake on Claude, and he hit the side of the backboard. No run out, shot clock violation.
Yeah, really good defensive set by USC.
Mara will come out.
I think even matchups. I think he likes this setup on the defensive end.
And he's got 3 timeouts to play with later if he wants to go offense, defense as well. Abo thought about snapping off the 3.
No deterrent at the rim. You got to attack, I think. If they help you find somebody. There you go.
Yates soaring in for 2.
Nobody at home. Good read. Yates. Big time dive.
This series has been tight for a decade, and timeout. UCLA, 2 left in a 2-point game.
And Mara right up to get back in. Too easy at the rim, but at the big fella Lumen. So many guys can do it off the bounce here. Claude's one of the premier, Desmond, but this is just terrific use of that left-hand dribble, hang time, little kiss at the end. What a difference he has made last couple of weeks. And he's not Michael.
No, we've seen the tongue from Kobe Johnson earlier. Now Yates in kind.
Keep in mind USC with that half-court trap can save it at critical times. It's something they can spring on and off. You saw Andrews eat the ball at half-court.
Yeah.
With Mara, one of those deals. Mara on the floor. I think he's got to get a touch if he's on the floor.
He's down there.
We have not seen Matt really do any damage too. He's been staying in the corner. He's got to lift and become a presence.
And he's deep in that corner as Johnson will key it in. Oh boy. Clark never established in the front court, so that is legal.
Correct. Everything's got to be in.
Here's Mack going to work. Against AG. Mack trying to drag him left. He traveled. No call. And Clark, they did call it eventually.
Excellent individual defense. Moving those feet. Talk about his strength and presence, but excellent preparation defensively.
USC hasn't led since 6-5.
2-3 zone now. Flash in the middle. They're good wing shooters. Got to stay home on the wing.
Thomas, touch pass, got it to AG.
Nice cut.
Out of bounds off of Clark.
How about Clark on that drift side? Excellent read.
What do you like here with 12 seconds?
Basically, I don't think you're going to get a lot. They don't have the size, but pin a guy, get settled and organized a little bit, then maybe flash the post or drive like this guy does.
Yates on the attack. 2 free throws coming for USC.
He knows how to take advantage.
That's on Kobe Johnson, and he is done. He'll be told about that by his former friends.
No kisses now.
Love is a many splendored thing until you pick up your 5th foul.
Exactly. They had to rub it in. Where Yates has put this team on his shoulder.
Just played a Kobe sound effect over the loudspeaker too. That's one for good measure.
Now, Claude hasn't one of his super games, but he's played within the system. I think you got to take the towel off. What's your guess?
Well, it looks like his cut man got involved here. By CompuBox, UCLA leads by 2.
Dr. Pacheco. Giving new meaning to throwing the towel in.
That's right, yeah.
At the line, 6 Wesley is the third, shooting
77% on that free throw line. You mentioned that Washington really didn't play, injured.
2 for the tie. First one, no good. That looked odd the whole way.
It did.
Tense.
Left side, not straight.
Deep breath. Second foul shot is there. Adai Mara has played 26 minutes for UCLA tonight. What's in the tank for the big guy?
They use him for that ball screen frequently. This time they just load him up.
Sky Clark misses for 3.
They got
Foul on UCLA.
Trent Curry caught underneath. Stefanovic is coming in because he can make those jumpers. That's his game.
Both teams are in the double bonus, so 2 free throws coming. Yeah, he just got caught up in the wash there.
at the line, 0 St. Thomas, shooting 2
St. Thomas, who's 3 for 3 at the line. Not usually a great foul shooter, but a chance to give him the lead, and he needs a towel now. Now he's going to throw it away.
He couldn't afford towels, right, Coach?
Use the jersey. First one misses.
Well, both coaches really work hard on their defensive sets. This is so aggressive. I think you got to find some pressure releaser for UCLA on that other end.
Who is it?
Well, maybe the pinch post, some more cutting, become very stagnant.
Wow, how did that not fall?
Here they go with little horns. Look, a double screen for the top. Big ol' roll. Stefanovic will pop.
Mara's getting hugged down low. Through Stefanovic to Mack, under 10 to shoot. Clawed the defense. Mara's down on the deck. Mack. Low ball is good.
Woo, Mack tonight. Sticking it. Wow.
Claude on the kick. Abo the answer. No good. It was online. On the reach and a foul, and 2 coming for Sebastian Mack.
How about that jumper, though? Oh, you're stuck big time. They ran a nice little set, something they haven't run all evening long, but boy, this is deep and welcome in Bruinland. Whew. Miraculous?
Majorly.
And some talent.
Quiet second half for him after 7 in the first half, but the return of Mack has made UCLA a 4-point leader. First free throw. Falls in.
The big thing at this other end now, if they do a ball screen, guys got to relocate now to get some good looks. The other idea is dribble drive and maybe get their kick, particularly to Yates, and get him running and rolling with the bounce.
Big free throw here is good.
Got to go quick.
And they will with Claude.
Nice corral so far.
AG, step back, air ball again.
And look who challenged him, Mara. You don't need anything, you got to give it.
Got a foul here.
Yeah,
Sky
you
Clark
gotta
running
give it,
away, and he nearly went back court.
How about Mara on the challenge in the corner? Took
awesome.
away the vision. Wow. He is going to be a terrific player. This kid knows the game, cerebral. Everybody tells you how hard he works. And we've seen it in this exhibition this evening.
His first double-double. 12 points, 11 rebounds.
And I think Mick's going to have a double-double if they win this one.
Free throw. Good. Maybe a Neapolitan shake while he's at it. Free throw for Clark as Mara will hit the bench. Sky Clark was in foul trouble early in the game, and he has come back to score a couple here, big ones.
You want to contain the dribble.
Claude driving and scoring. Lead is 6.
Plenty of time here. First time they've seen the full court pressure.
Daly to Mack. He's on the sprint. Mack lost it, and a foul as Stefanovic.
They were shaky there, weren't they?
Very. Fourth on Thomas. 19 seconds to go. Stefanovic has missed 1 free throw all year.
93%.
Not the guy.
I saw that note.
He swirls it in. USC missed 8 free throws tonight, Raph. 9 for 17. The lead is exactly 8.
Those freebies help.
Yates for 3. That's no good. Rebound AG. They'll reload. Claude won't take it. Now he will over Clark. He misses. Rebound tap for AG. He's fouled at 2.9. But UCLA is going to survive across town.
Gritty. Just gritty. You was going to be that way.
Look at the smile on that young man's face at Ty Mara.
Why not? Right? He's part of the team now. He knows he's a factor. Only going to get better. And they have to learn how to pass to him. That's the big key. He's going to be a post-up guy. They've got to learn, and it's a lost art. As their fans regale upstairs.
They don't get the greatest tickets here.
I wonder why.
Second one for AG. USC, remember, cut it to 1 at 73-72. Could never tie or take the lead here in the second half. The UCLA Bruins are winners on the road in their own city, 82-76 at USC.
Impressive and gutty.
Very much so.